Oh, hello. Hey guys. So it is like 3 a.m. and I thought I would whack on the camera for a minute and just have a little chat with you guys. So, yeah. So in the past, I have kind of gone about, having a plan for these things. Doing some research and come up with scriptures and all this stuff. And I'd have a quote and a thing and a whole spiel to go along with it, and spend hours and hours and painstakingly trying to figure it all out. But I thought, what if I, took a different route and just kind of let, you know, God kind of lead the way and see what happens. So, this is just gonna kind of be me being my quirky self. Um, I am naturally an introvert, which, for those of you who don't know, means I am not a huge fan of being around a lot of people all the time. I like my me time a lot. Um, I'm one of those people who will, shut themselves in their room and assume the scrolling position or on the couch and spend hours on the internet, and I will read. Love reading books. Books are awesome. Been a big reader my whole life. Um, but people have not been a source of comfort for me. Um, some of that stems from trauma, and some of that's just how I'm wired. But I am kind of a nerd, kind of a geek. Um, love all things internet. I love Tumblr and love Instagram and Pinterest, and I'm not a big Snapchat person. I don't use it a lot. I check up on what my friends are doing, but I don't snap a lot. But I love YouTube. YouTube is something that I will turn on and I can lose myself in for hours. But yeah, I am someone who is an introvert. I can be both drained and energized at the same time by spending time with people. And then as soon as I'm alone, all of a sudden I'm hit with a ton of energy. And I want to read a book and design jewelry and write a novel and paint my room or move the furniture or whatever. Um, and check up on all the things on all of the social media, and then I remember I need sleep, because, sleep's a thing, which is not a thing I do frequently. I don't nearly get enough sleep, but I am getting better. I am what you would call an outgoing introvert. I, I like to be around people for a bit of time, and then I reach my moment where I'm like, oh, it's time to go. I remember over the holidays, a friend of mine, one of my best friends, who literally lives in the apartment next door to me. Like, I'm in one, I walk out literally my front door into the courtyard, and I can go into her front door. Um, and it's awesome. Um, but I was at her Christmas party, and it was great, and I was having fun, and then I just reached that moment where I needed to go home and introvert hardcore. And I did. And I came home and I put on my unicorn onesie and I watched Supernatural. And it was awesome. And I could hear them having a good time. And it didn't bother me. Because I was at home having a good time too. Um, but I am someone, sorry, sniffly nose. I am someone who has been inspired by many YouTubers like Dan is Not on Fire and The Amazing Phil, also known as Dan and Phil, or Dan and Phil Games. They are freaking awesome. They're British YouTubers. Tyler Oakley, who else? Will Shepherd and RJ Aguiar, Shep689 is their channel. Who else? Jack and Finn Harry's of Jack's Gap. There's so many. I saw a thing on Pinterest the other day, and I think I put it on Facebook or Instagram, or both, that was like, not all heroes wear capes, and it was a picture, a collage of a bunch of YouTubers. And another one that was like, all I have to do is push play and they're there for me. And I loved it because it was so true. Because all I have to do is push play and they're there for me. And YouTube is something that has gotten me through some of my hardest times. And, you know, I feel grateful that I get to have my own channel and I get to create content and I get to upload videos, and I think that's pretty cool. And I look forward to growing my channel and creating new videos, and hopefully they won't all be shot at 3 o'clock in the morning. But, you know, it is what it is. But I think it's kind of fun. I get to sit on my bed with my TARDIS bedding and look at all my cool Doctor Who wall art, which I will eventually show you all when my room doesn't look like a complete disaster, kind of does. Because I work a full-time job, which is kind of cool. I love the job that I work. But, you know, someone once asked me if I could do YouTube full-time, if I would. Who wouldn't? It's awesome. But I have so many varied interests, and I hope to someday be able to bring them all to YouTube. I'm a musician, I love to sing, I am an artist, I also like to design and make jewelry, I hope to one day be a writer. I'm working on that, slowly. I am an avid sci-fi fan. I love Doctor Who, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. Torchwood, I've seen all of Torchwood. I'm working on watching all of Doctor Who, but there's so much. I've seen all of Supernatural. I am getting caught up on Jessica Jones. I'm currently watching Attack on Titan, which a friend of mine who's also named Jake, who's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool dude. Told me to watch, and I'm watching, and it's awesome. But, you know, it's a journey. Life's a journey. And you don't have to get it right 100% of the time. But the thing is, you keep trying. And you learn from things that didn't go quite the way you wanted them to. I don't like to say mistakes, because mistakes make you feel like you did something wrong. Things just don't always go the way we want them to. So we learn from what we didn't get right, and we grow. So, and I'm grateful to have the community that I'm surrounded with at my church, at Mosaic here in Los Angeles. They're freaking awesome. And I am grateful that I have 2 amazing best friends who I don't know what I would do without them. And yeah, so I'm going to take my little introverted self off to work on maybe getting some sleep and uploading this video. and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night. Bye.